It's your rabbit raccoon. It's been a while. I know. You missed me. Probably you're going, what the fuck? We thought we got rid of you. No such luck. Well, yesterday was the day where everybody celebrated because their kids went back to school. Oh, yes, it was a joyous occasion for most folks because their kids went back to school. Whoa, yes! Everybody celebrated and got drunk and partied in the streets. Um, Not me. Because my son's been going to summer school and summer program, so it was just another day in this house. Um, but after school, um, since he was back in normal school, quote, normal school time, there was a whole new bus route, which meant new schedules, new bus people, and all that shebang. And didn't they find a way to mess it up? Let me tell you. Got a call from a durable medical equipment store. Yeah. Calling to tell me that my son was there. He was supposed to be at his after school program. No, the bus couldn't even drop him off there. Flarpin' idiots dropped him off next door. Good thing this kid knows who to call. Called home. This lady's like, yeah, this is Rachel at such and such durable medical equipment. A bus just dropped your son off, and, they dropped him off at the wrong place. I don't think he's supposed to be here. No shit. Boy, were we pissed. He ended up walking across a busy driveway. I mean, it's a huge driveway with lots of big Mack trucks, and walked next door to his after school program. So, yeah, we didn't have the proper information to get the bastards that drove the bus. So, we're dealing with that today. Because we didn't have the bus number, the bus company's like, I'm sorry, we can't help you. Really? You have the information. Butt munchers. So that was the beginning of the rest of the school year. Great way to start, don't you think? So yeah. Oh, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Wow, finally got to watch it. Owen Grady can save my ass anytime. Of course, you all know I have this secret love that's not so secret for Chris Pratt. Wow. And how messed up was that man cloned his daughter? Wow. Grandpa, this is messed up. That's just messed up. Yeah, yeah. Grandpa, not exactly the best grandpa in the world, are ya? You were a little cuckoo. Didn't want your daughter to grow up, did ya? Or did she have some sort of disease or something? Was she sick? I can't remember. I was too busy drooling over Owen Grady and amazed at the way that Bryce, I can never remember her character's name. See, so I'm not only terrible with real people's names, I'm terrible with characters' names. I can't believe how well she stepped up in this one. I was so proud of her. And the new characters that were in it were very good. Um, yeah. Um, that poor little girl. So she's gonna grow up, right? I would help Owen Grady raise that child. I would. I would gladly help. And I'd help him finish that cabin. Blisters and all. Blisters and all. No matter how many times I smash my fingers and lose fingernails, I'd step up. That's how willingly I would help. And Blue, come on. Blue deserves an Academy Award for her acting skills. Um, so this setup is great for the next one. I'm excited to see what they're going to do with it. Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, the Jurassic um, compendium could go on forever. I was thinking of doing an actual review of this movie, but so many people have already seen it. It's not like some um, new movie that just came out, or yeah, it's not like it's some new movie or some obscure movie that no one has seen. So I won't do that. And if I'm giving away spoilers, shame on you. You should have seen it by now, like I just did. um, that that new Raptor. That was intense. Yeah, it was pretty smart. It it had some skill, and it was a beautiful dinosaur with that gold streamline on the back and the eyes. Wow, yeah, it was pretty smart. And I'm glad we got to see dinosaurs that I have not seen, that I have complained about in the past. Like, why don't we see, um, is it the Ankylosaurus? Why haven't we seen that in action? And we did. We actually got to see him several times. And then the one with the domed cap that actually broke them out. Oh, I can't remember what they're called. Those are awesome. To see him go barreling through those people, that was great. So, uh, yeah, that was awesome. Um, so I haven't been up to too much. Um, wish I could say I have. Wish I could say I was ziplining across New Zealand or something, but I haven't been. Such is the life of people, nobody is always doing what you see in pictures. Um, I actually had my daughter tell me about this thing that kids are going through, kids her age, where they actually get depressed because well, number one, they're on social media too much. Big surprise, right? Number two, most people take pictures of when you share pictures, you're not normally, people don't share everyday pictures. They show when they go on vacations, right? I mean, and when you sit down with friends and family and you pull out a family album, it's always the good stuff you show, right? You're not going to show pictures of, like, oh, look, my dog took a shit on the floor. I, you know? And when all you're seeing is pictures of people that went to the Bahamas, or they climbed Mount Everest, or look, we stayed in an Inuit hut. Inuit hut? Nah. Or a yurt, or something like that, or we went swimming with the dolphins and all this stuff. They tend to get depressed because it's like, well, look, I'm not doing anything with my life. Well, that's not reality. I mean, people aren't always doing that stuff unless you're like a tour guide or a travel guide or something. But people have to learn. Excuse me. People have to realize that that's not reality. We can't be doing something exciting all the time. And if you were, there wouldn't be anything exciting to do ever. The exciting would be boring after a while. So here I'm sitting on my couch and I'm talking to you, drinking some juice. My dog is laying on the floor doing nothing. My cat is hiding somewhere. There's laundry to do, there's dishes to do. I want to go back to bed. You know, my son gave me a hard time this morning, me and my husband. My husband went to his job. It's an everyday life situation. Nothing exciting to write home about. So, life is life, You can't always be doing something exciting. Can't afford to, really. I think people should talk more about their everyday life. Would anybody want to listen? You're listening right now, aren't you? um, People need to realize that, though. You're not seeing the in between of the great pictures, and you need to realize that they do have a life in between. So, yeah, that's something I wanted to touch on, even though I didn't realize I wanted to. But, so, cats coughing up hairballs is the worst sound I could imagine coming from a cat, besides stepping on one and it going, meow. I thought Portia was having a seizure the first time I heard one, and then um, last night she started going, and you know the rest, right? Didn't Nothing came up. It was an unsuccessful hack, but it looked horrible. I don't know if that's painful to them, but it's painful to watch. But yeah, I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop staring at her, going, "You can do it! You can do it! Come on, kitty!" I mean, if it's coming up, you're supposed to cheer it on, right? You want it to come out. The vet gave us some cat lax stuff, so we sneak it into her wet food at night. And then she walks around going, like that, because she knows it's in her food, so she's licking the roof of her mouth. And Mickey's like, I'll eat it. I have no problem eating cat lax. I'll eat anything that you don't want. But that's a horrible, horrible sound, and I feel sorry for cats. Oh, excuse me. I didn't think she had long hair, but I thought long hair was just like the Angora cats. But I guess she's considered a long-haired cat. Who knew? Um, but I do not like the sound. I do not. And I feel very bad for cats because they hack like that. It's an awful sound. So your cat is not having a seizure, and cheer them on if you catch them doing that. I don't think they want privacy, because if they did, they'd be hiding behind the furniture. She was doing it right in the middle of the living room floor while we were eating and watching a movie. So I think she needed a cheering section. My husband was telling me, "Shh, stop it. Shouldn't we move her somewhere else?" I'm like, "Don't touch her. She's in the middle of something. Let her finish." It's kind of like you're masturbating, you know. Should we move you? No, let me finish. You don't move someone when they're masturbating. You don't move a cat when they're coughing up a hairball. Let her finish. I don't know what the correlation between the two is, but you just don't stop. You let them finish. She was sitting on a piece of paper anyway, so I figured if the hairball does come out, you just throw away the piece of paper. I still don't understand why they like to sit on paper and magazines and stuff. That's kind of weird too. Like we kept this one bag because she loves to sit on it, and I figured, you pull it out and put it on the floor, and she'll lay on it. She's like, "Oh, this is mine. This is mine, mine, mine. My bag, bitches." You don't get on it. I've had it since a Comic-Con in what was it, February or so? February or May or something, I don't know. But it's her bag, and nobody can lay on it but her. I tried. No, not really. I wanted to throw it out, but then I felt guilty. Um, but it's molded to her body. It's got a curve in it right where she lays. It's cute. I see why people get so interested in their cats. They're actually very amusing to watch. Dogs do dog things, and a lot of things that dogs do are similar, but cats seem to do different things than each other. You know, I do love dogs. I am a dog person still to this day, but cats are very interesting. I'll admit it. Yeah. So well, I'm gonna close this out for now. I didn't have as much to talk about as I thought I did, but I may be back because I always say that I might be back because I think I'd like to warn you. So you have me, so you have me to look forward to possibly. Or you can go, "Oh, I hope she comes back." Or you go, "Oh, I'll make sure to avoid I'll make sure to avoid YouTube today. Because I just might see that she posted something else." Ugh. All right, folks. Thank you for spending however much time this is with me talking about absolutely nothing. Oh, Owen, save me. Blue! Why'd you have to go run away, Blue? I was hoping Blue would stay with him, but she could help build the cabin. Bring me those nails, Blue! That wouldn't have been very realistic, though, would it? Oh, and neither is pterodons and pterodactyls flying. That's one complaint I have. They glide. They glide. Okay, folks. Talk to you later. Bye bye.